So how do you want to start?
So you always do the intro.
Okay.
First. Hey YouTube, subscribe to our page.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for another video. So today what we're going to be talking about is how we as a couple argue and fight. So are you ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. When we got together, we were really young, grade 12.
About 17.
Yep. He hadn't been in a serious relationship. I was in a situationship.
An entanglement.
When we got together, we weren't really expecting that we were gonna last long.
Yeah.
And that clearly did not happen.
When we started to get into more fights, as we kind of got past the, call it, infatuation stage, we realized that the way that we were fighting was extremely unhealthy, and it led to just straight chaos everywhere.
Yeah.
We had to come up with some rules of engagement, rules of war, so to speak, on how we communicate even when we're mad at each other.
So what was the first rule that we came up with?
Rule number 1, no cursing at each other.
Yeah, and that was more so because of me. In our everyday lives, like, we don't normally cuss anyways, so when we did fight and we did cuss, it wasn't normal language. Like, you could tell it was trying to be hurtful language towards each other.
It throws more fuel onto the fire, we found. Because, I mean, the objective, because we do love and care for each other, is to try and defuse the situation and get to a point where we're both, good again.
The second rule that we established for ourselves was to avoid trigger words.
Triggered!
Like, okay, can you just chill?
Relax.
Like,
relax would set her over the edge.
Yeah, I hated that. Like, if because, like, I would get so, like, passionate, like, my hands would be going, and then you'd be like, can you relax? Like, can you chill?
I would just, yours was more so, like, the way you would speak to me. There was, like, a tone. So trigger words and call it trigger tone as well. Those were two things we had to kind of try to cut out.
And we weren't really getting to the root of the issue. We were just, like, throwing curse words and trigger words back and forth. Yeah. And it just wasn't, it wasn't getting us anywhere.
Yeah.
So that was the second rule. And then the third.
I don't remember. What's number 3?
What do you mean you don't remember?
What's number 3? What did we say for number 3?
Rule number 3 was to not walk away from each other in the middle of a fight.
Yeah. Ultimately, the other person is trying to be heard, and you take away that opportunity for them to be heard. Even if you do need to walk away because it's just getting, you're emotionally extremely high, there's a way to do that.
We don't walk away from each other, but we clearly communicate, okay, I need to walk away from you right now, gather my thoughts, put my emotions together. And what we've recently started to do is put a timer on it.
Yeah, and that's super important, to give each other the space to be able to take in what's occurred, and then to, turn yourself down so that you can actually have a conversation that's meaningful.
So that's kind of like the top 3 rules that we have set for ourselves that we really try to keep and maintain to. We're definitely not perfect, but
we're way better.
Yeah, we've come a long way.
Way better.
And it's been really good for us.
It's been good. Very healthy. It's been good working with you.
If you want to see more content, click the subscribe and click the like button. I always wanted to do that. I'm only going to do it this one time. And we'll be back next week with some more content for you guys.
Peace.